I'm going to take you through a great hip mobility routine. If you've been sitting down a lot throughout the day, then this one is for you. First up, what we're going to do is pop yourself down onto the ground. We're going to go through the 90-90 series. So when you're in a seated position, I want you to separate your feet nice and wide, and then from here I want you to drop your knees down to the ground on the same side. Now from here, just make any adjustments. So what we're going to do is just have this thigh facing out to the side here, 90 degrees from the direction I started at, and knee bent at 90 degrees. The sole of this foot is going to line up with this knee here, and I want to make sure that we've got a 90-degree angle there, and then also 90 degree through the knees, hence 90-90. Now what we're going to do from this position is place your hand onto your ankle, and then the left hand out here, out to the side on the ground. And I want you just to lift your chest down and face over that thigh. From there, you're going to hinge into your hip, dropping down as low as you can, and then lifting back up, pressing up the ground to lift yourself up. Really important here that we don't let ourselves round into the back. What will happen there if we round, we're not going to feel that effect into the hip, so we've got to make sure that you push your chest out, lean into that hip, down as low as you can, and lift back up again. And we're going to go for 5 reps on all these exercises in this series. So once we've completed 5 reps there, we're going to work into some external rotation of the hip through here. Now, so what's going to happen is you're going to lift that knee off the ground as high as it can go, and you've got the head of the femur that's rotating externally outwards into that hip. So you just want to lift up as high as you can. Keep your chest nice and tall as you do this, and make sure this knee stays on the ground. If you find it's popping, put a bit of weight into it, hold it down, lift the knee up, and lower back down. So do 5 reps of your external rotation, and now we're going to work the internal rotation. So the head of the femur will be working internally into the hip. So you're going to lift that back foot off the ground, and then lower back down again. We're doing 5 repetitions on here. Once you've completed your 5 reps, what we're going to do is do some leg sweeps. We're going to get this back leg, we're going to lengthen it out, glide it across the ground, bring it over facing the same direction as that front thigh, and then bring it back again. As you come back, you're going to reach it beyond that starting position. Okay, get a little bit more of a stretch into the thighs, the hip flexor from there. So gliding the foot forward and back as we do the leg sweeps here, keeping your chest up. Try not to move the torso around too much. I'm going to keep it upright, relatively still. And we're going to go for 1 more. And we're back into our original start position. Now from there, we're going to switch over sides. And how we switch, we're just going to do that external rotation lift. Keep this knee down and try to keep the knees as far apart as you can as you change sides. Just getting that little bit extra work into your hips. Now from there, what I want you to do is just adjust anything that you might need to. Thigh facing forward, get your 90-degree angles, hands onto your ankle and the ground. Lift the chest and hinge into that hip again. Trying to keep that flat back, pushing the chest out, just getting deep into the hinge. A little bit further with each rep if you can. And we'll go for 1 more. Right, from there we've got the external rotation, so we're going to lift the knee up and lower back down. Trying not to bend too much into your torso. You can rotate with the lift through the torso. Just try not to lean as you do it. I'm going to go for 1 more rep here. Alright, let's go for the internal rotation. We're going to lift the foot off the ground. And again, try not to use the body to bring the weight forward. We do want to work as much as we can into the hip. We're going to go for 1 more. And from there, we're going to the leg sweep. Bring it out, all the way in front, glide it across the ground, tuck it behind, a little bit more, pushing it back and working into the glute as you push it back. We go for 5 sweeps here. Keeping your torso nice and tall. You can hold on to the front leg for a little bit of support here. Let's go for 2 more. And the last one. Right, so from there you can choose to repeat that again if you find that you want to work more into it, or we can move on to the next exercise. So we're going to get you into a half kneeling position. So we're going to get 1 foot out in front of the other. And now we're going to move this over to the side 90 degrees. So opening up, I've got my foot pointing at 90 degrees, hips are still facing forward. I'm going to get my two hands, place them just beside my foot here. And now from here, what I want to do is reach up to the ceiling, opening up the chest and looking up and lowering back down. And then get my other hand and do the same, reach up and lower back down. And from there, what I'm going to do is lift up, close the gate, and open it up again. Okay? Try not to turn to face the direction that you're going either. I want you to stay square, open with the hips, and then hand down. You can turn into it from there, and then reach up to the ceiling, and down. Change sides. Lift up, and we'll go for one more. Close and open in between. Reset yourself on each rep. Open one side, and it's the other. Right, so now we've done 3 reps. What we're going to do is just switch over the legs. We get the left side up. We're going to open it up 90 degrees. Point it up here. What I like to do is set yourself with that 90 degrees first before turning as you place your hands down and reach your hand up. Place it back down the ground, change sides. I'm going to lift back up again. That's 1. Open up, place the hands down, reaching up. Make sure we're opening the chest, not just the arm. I don't want you just reaching the arm here. I want you to focus on trying to really lift from the chest and look up towards the direction 2. That's 2, and we're going to go for 1 more rep there. So let's open it up. Hands down, reach the hand up to the ceiling, opening up the chest as much as you can, change sides. And close. And then we've got 1 more for you now. I'm going to get you in a standing position. Now grab yourself a step, stool, couch, bed, whatever it might be, something that's roughly around this height. What we're going to do is called the Captain Morgan. So you're going to face forward. Step the foot up onto the bench and point it at about a 45-degree angle. From there, I want you to get your hand at the inside of your knee, and you're just going to push the knee outwards, and then let it close back in again. Push and close. And this one we're going to do about 5 reps. That's 3. Trying to keep my hips square as well. And that's why I'm not turning into the direction I'm opening up. So I'm trying to keep the rest of my body entirely still. And then from there, let's go into the other side. You can turn around, but I'll just place this here. Set myself properly, so hips are square and forward. Then I place my foot onto my stool. I'm going to point it out at 45 degrees, place my hand on the inside of the knee, and then from there, open up the hip and close. We've got 5 reps to do here. And last one. And that's the routine. So you can choose to go through the whole thing again from start to finish and to really grow out, opening up those hips. If you're going to do a squat day, leg day, or even if you just want to unlock those hips after sitting down after